All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. You know what time it TI is. It's time for Nightcap Knowledge right here on Black with No Chaser.
Black with No Chaser.
It's Mr. Mac and DJ George Chuck coming to you all the way live from their house. Y'all know what time it is, man. Go get you one of those Guy Got Us t-shirts from I Got It Made. And we'll get you hooked up with all of the things that you need to think about before you head to bed. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is Nightcap Knowledge.
Clothing, cups, and so much more. I Got It Made. I Got It Made.us.
Tune in every Tuesday at 9 p.m. for Nightcap Knowledge. Put the children to bed, get your adult beverage, and get ready. Nightcap Knowledge is rated black and uncensored and hosted by longtime community organizer and entertainment professionals, Mr. Mac and DJ George Chuck. Real talk, real issues, real solutions. Nightcap Knowledge on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Tune in and share.
Mac, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm pretty good, bro. What about yourself, man? How's everything?
Man, I can't complain. Shout out to everybody that's out there at their house, on their phone, on their computer, whatever you're doing. Thank you for checking in with us tonight. It is Nightcap Knowledge. I am DJ George Chuck. That's Mr. Mac. You see his immaculate bar. You see what I did there? See what I did? Immaculate.
Woo! Boy,
yeah. See the immaculate bar in the background. I still don't have, no C-Rock brandy. I got to get me some of that. But tonight I have made a peach hot toddy with, of course, lemon, honey, and of course, whiskey. And it's a peach flavored whiskey from Jim Beam. So, Mac, what you got? What you drinking over that night, man? What's your nightcap?
I don't know, man, but that just sounds like it would make my stomach hurt.
A hot toddy makes your stomach hurt, man?
No, what you said, the peach and all that, mixtures. Hot.
Whoa. So what you're saying is you don't partake in hot toddies. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I just do the toddy.
So you just get some honey and some whiskey and a slice of lemon. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I do a little hot toddy every now and then. I just do the tea part. But I was especially with you about the peach. I was like, hey, that peach and yeah.
Man, look,
it sounds like it'd be pretty good.
Now, look, if everybody that's out there that's viewing with us right now, I got a new drink recipe. We're looking for y'all in the comments. That drink recipe is it contains a peach whiskey along with at least 2 or 3 variations. I've got 2 already. There's another one that I'm gonna come up with, but one of them is peach on peach, and the other one is peaches and cream. So peaches and cream soda, peach whiskey with cream soda over ice, and then that'll be your peaches and cream. And then the peach on peach, I have a peach juice from Simply, and all of the Simply, like the lemonades, the raspberry, all of those are awesome. So if you're looking for some new drink recipes in the mix with DJ George Chuck, we'll be providing those for you. And we'll release those on the social media sites very soon. So, Mac, what you gonna drink tonight, man?
I just thought about something. You said peach brandy, and I'm thinking like if you took some peach brandy, and you maybe
what?
Think about what you would add.
I mean, you could do like
build it the same way you do a French Connection.
Very much so. Yeah. Now, for everybody that's out there tuned in, if you don't know what a French Connection is, a French Connection. You add a orange liqueur, like a Grand Marnier.
And with some peach brandy. Yeah. I think that'd be a good little drink right there.
Yeah.
I don't know what you. So that's the French Connection. We can call it I don't know.
Southern hookup.
Yeah, the Southern hookup. That's it.
You got it, ladies and gentlemen, right here live on Nightcap Knowledge. We just came up with Southern Hookup. That'll be another drink combination that you'll be able to make in the coming weeks. We're definitely going to use Jack Daniels. Shout out to Jack Daniels for all of their support over the years and everything that What Mac? What you turning your camera? I see you. You got your. Oh, you finna go for the chilled? Is that the chill?
It's not cheap.
Oh, it's not chilled. That's just
Look,
your spigot.
yeah,
Oh, you
my,
taking a shot?
yeah. Let's say shot of Jack right quick.
Cheers to everybody out there for the Nightcap Knowledge. Tonight we don't have any guests, but we have a very, very interesting topic. It's one of the topics that I would say is near and dear to us, is very relevant to Mac and I as business owners. And look, I know this is on the fly. If you're a business owner and you want to get in on this topic, I'm going to say this. I would say if
Post
you
in the
can,
comments first.
if you can go to the comments and identify yourself as a business owner, and then we'll probably try to get you in on some of this conversation, like live on camera, if you feel like that you're ready for that. So but before we do that, we definitely need to get into our mental health minute with Mr. Mac right here on the Nightcap Knowledge. Something to put on your brain before you go to sleep. Put the kids to bed. You already know what time it is. It is time for Nightcap Knowledge. Mac, hit us with the mental health minute.
All right, brother. Look, I appreciate that. So, one thing I want to cover, remind everybody that Nightcap Knowledge is labeled Black and Uncensored. So, I want everybody to know what that means. So, you might hear a little bit of everything, but we believe in having real talk, real issues, real solutions. So, what I'm going to talk about is something that I post on Mondays, and I'm going to do some recap. Talk about perseverance. Perseverance is a term that you use a lot, but I always inspire people to start their Monday off or start the week off with with energy, focus on positive mindset, and not to give up the fight. Keep fighting. I want people to understand that we're dealing with a lot. People dealing with a lot of sadness. Some people are dealing with some happiness, but things sometimes seem like it get very overwhelming. And not to give up. Understand about perseverance. Know that your life is bigger than you. And so when I say that, I mean that we all depend on each other for multiple things. And a term like perseverance, it means a whole lot to different folks. Depending on different organizations, depending on what you do. But perseverance is keep going in spite of, no matter how hard the road is, how rough it gets. We're asking folks to keep pushing forward, continue to stay strong. How's this related to mental health minute? Because a lot of times when you're dealing with different emotional situations, it could be a very strenuous emotional situation. It could be a lot going on, and you start to feel defeated. You might feel anxious. You might feel like giving up. You're feeling like that whatever you're working on is not for you. It seems like it's getting harder and harder the closer you get to the end, and you just say, you know what, I can't take this no more. I just need to go ahead. This is not for me. And that's when you have to understand about perseverance. And what I would connect to perseverance would be the serenity prayer. And that would say, God, grant me serenity to accept things that I cannot change, but also the things that I can. Paraphrasing, and also knowing the difference between the two. So having the knowledge to know the difference between the two, and focusing on, okay, I can't give up. I got to keep going, especially when there's a need to be filled, whether you're trying to work and make money to take care of your family, or trying to take care of someone in the community. No matter how hard it seems, keep going forward. Stay strong, stay spiritually grounded, and find different therapeutic ways to help you deal with those things that provide barriers and boundaries for you to keep you from achieving your goal. That is it.
I like that, man. I like that, and it reminds me. I mean, of course, I love the term perseverance.
Yeah, I know you would. I knew you would.
Look, man, I think that's one of the key things to and it kind of leads us into our discussion for the night. Business owners and look, Andrew Vincent, let us know if our voices are amplified enough. I turned the volume up over here on my handy dandy Rodecaster, so we appreciate you, Andrew, for letting us know that we weren't audible enough.
Check. Can you hear me?
We're looking for everybody out there. Thank you for everybody, Andrew and Lawrence in the comments. But perseverance, back to perseverance, man. And perseverance is one of my cardinal principles as an Omega. And like to keep going. Mm-hmm. It's tough being an entrepreneur, right? It's tough being a business owner, but that's not to say that if you find yourself in a situation that you can't figure out, that it's just time to, to throw up your hands and make me want to holler type situation.
Right.
You really gotta zoom in and look at the potential growth that could come out of this difficult situation. So it reminds me of something that Chaplain Johnson. Appreciate that, Jimmy Rich, man. Appreciate you for checking in with us tonight. Got the Sigma brothers in the house. Old Jimmy Rich. That's one of them legendary Sigmas right there. That's like Step Master Supreme Jimmy Rich right there, man.
Apache Chief 95.
Man,
Theta I.
right. Like one of the biggest Sigmas I ever met in my life.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, look, that perseverance makes me think of Chaplain Johnson.
Right.
And it's one of the things that I've kind of taken for myself in terms of a mantra or something that I use to remind people or tell people where I come from without telling them where I come from. Chaplain Johnson, every Wednesday or every convocation, and Chaplain Johnson is we got Eric Triplet in the building too, man. We appreciate you for checking in, man. Appreciate everybody for getting in the comments. But Chaplain Johnson is or was the chaplain at Tougaloo, and for a number of years he was also the advisor for the Omegas. He was also vice president of student affairs at Tougaloo. And I think he Chap damn near held every position. I'm talking about like VP level at Tougaloo, right? And every message Chap would sign off with this phrase: "Go and grow." And that's like a signal to perseverance for me. It's like, look, no matter what you're facing, no matter what you got going on, no matter how daunting of an issue that it may seem, you could be facing Dr. George, Dr. Fahmy, Dr. Agarambo, like all of these chemistry professors, the calculus professors, all of these folks that the Kinslow kids used to fear. You're like, man, I ain't got this paper ready for Dr. Holmes, and I'm throwing back to all our issues that we dealt with on the level, but roll it forward to the pandemic, right? Roll it forward to we dealing with an official at the federal level that has no regard for the people that may look like you and I. And those are our viewers out there. So the thing that I want to put out there to folks is this: Chaplain Johnson always encouraged me, Mac, a number of other Tougalooans that have come through the ranks of Tougaloo College, and anybody that came through his office, he would say, "Go and grow." But the thing that I add on to it now is glow. Don't let nobody dim your shine. Celebrate your successes, but always know that there's room for growth. But at the end of the day, you can't stop. You got to keep going. And that's that perseverance part that Mac was trying to get to earlier. And that's what I got from it. And I appreciate you for that mental health minute, man. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in with us tonight. And Mac, look, go ahead and give them our topic for tonight before we get too far into it and we do our recap from the last events that we've done in the past couple weeks.
Okay. All right. So the topic for tonight, we're doing a recap of the take from the inauguration, right? History was made. And that actually, with that history being made, is going to set the tone for us for our shows coming up in February. And the second topic will be Black business etiquette, and talking about the double-edged sword of Black business, the expectation level of the customers and also the person that owned the business. So those are two topics. So we can start off. Which one do we want to do first? Black business etiquette. Want to jump into that first?
We can start off with the inauguration first, and see if we got some folks that want to chime in with us. And look, if you feel like you want to jump in the conversation with us on air, we have the ability to do that. All you would have to do is inbox one of us. And then we could get you that link to where you could join the conversation live with us here on Nightcap Knowledge. So, Matt, what was one of your, as you try to decide upon, whichever you will partake in this evening?
Yeah,
I am drinking my hot toddy to make sure that I keep all of the engines well lubricated and hitting on all cylinders.
I hear
But
you.
what was your like favorite moment from the inauguration?
I think the platform itself, just watching the connection of excellence on a platform. I think a lot of folks have been seeing the different posts and the different posts about
Yeah.
when President Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama, come in and is like stealing, the attention. Then watching her how they embrace and the look they give Vice President Kamala Harris as she comes in.
Mhm.
So that then made a meme out of how Michelle is pointing at her and like, hey, you got this, you got this. I think that connection and the highlight of how those folks, reaching to certain esteem heights and just showing them how they are embracing each other and connecting to each other, and then
Yeah.
have the young sister come blow it away with her poem, and just seeing so much support
Uh,
that
yeah.
that came behind from everybody just trying to for saluting her, they helping open the
Yeah.
doors, providing. It reminded me when I read about Oprah gave her some earrings or something to wear for that day.
Oprah
Growing up,
gave who earring?
what's the sister's name? The poet.
The young poet.
Yeah, and I
Hold
need
on.
to remember.
I'm pulling her video up on Black with No Chasers Instagram. And for the record, like we got the CEO of Black with No Chasers chiming in the comments. Make sure you go ahead and click on that bell to receive notifications from Black with No Chaser, and you'll know when Nightcap Knowledge is live and all of the other live podcasts that are a part of
Black with No Chaser.
But right about now, I'm trying to get this video pulled up. It's on Black with No Chasers Instagram, and let's see. Is
But
this my Instagram or Black with No Chaser? Here we go. Matt, keep going.
what it reminds me of is that when you're growing up in a small town, you get ready to go to college, and
Mm-hmm.
folks give you stuff because you're going out to represent them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So there you go, Amanda Gorman. Thank you, because I'm
Yeah.
like it skipped. And, we've been talking about her ever since, but I forgot it. Shout out to the Saras for helping be our memory. Appreciate that. But it just how you be. You know how they gave her stuff, and they made sure that she had what she needed to look her best, to do her best, to feel her best, because you're not just representing yourself; you were representing other young Black artists, young Black women. You were laying the foundation for the first female president who represents multiple minorities, but definitely in the U.S. you're Black, right? She's Black in the U.S. no matter what her ethnicity and what's made up. So I think that was really good. That's what I took away from that, and just saying that village type of mentality and celebration kind of remind me of Black Panther, Wakanda. When they all was coming together and the different tribes was coming together to celebrate the new leadership. That would kind of remind me of.
Okay. Look, I like that. I like that, Mac. And I actually have a
12
clip.
one.
You got the 12. You got the 12.
12
give 12, man. Give him the 12. So I have a clip of Amanda Gorman, United States of America, first national youth poet laureate, and activist from Los Angeles, California. And let's see if I can get this pulled up pretty quickly and easily. We're going to reflect on exactly what Amanda shared with us for Inauguration Day right here on the Nightcap Knowledge. Let me make sure that I did that right. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Y'all drop like some microphones if y'all want to see this clip from Amanda, as I'm able to get this pulled up and make sure that we got our audio and everything on point. And I do. And I see a few microphones out there, and we are about to get this thing cracking.
Madam Vice President,
can y'all hear that?
Emhoff, Americans and the world. When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? the loss we carry a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace.
Hold on,
And the
Trina saying she
norm,
can't
the
hear it. Hold
notion
on
of
now.
what just isn't.
Hang tight out there. Hang tight. We're gonna give y'all some bounce music for the moment. As we get this cranked up, we gotta make sure we do Amanda right. Let old DJ George Chuck do a couple of tweaks to this. Let's make sure that y'all get it bouncing in the comments. Go ahead and twerk one time for us out there, Trina B. Whoa! Twerk some, don't hurt some. Hey, once again, we appreciate y'all for checking in with us. This is Nightcap Knowledge. As Mr. Max said earlier, it's real, it's black, it's uncensored, and it's about solutions. So you know what time it is. Mac, let's keep it moving. I'm gonna bring Amanda back up in a moment. And for now, let's go ahead and dig into our next topic. But I haven't done my favorite part.
Nope, you gotta do your favorite part, man.
I gotta do my favorite part. All right. Now, my favorite part was not like the act. Well, let me say this. All right, from the inauguration, I'll give you this. Michelle Obama's outfit. Absolutely outstanding, like impeccably put together. The like your homeboy and my frat brother Alex Harvey said he had a post up, and it was if all the ladies in the place with style and grace was a person. That's Michelle Obama right there. Now, in terms of all of the inaugural activities, they had it was like the HBCU night. They had Frankie Beverly and Mays on that joint.
Yeah.
Hey, they had Terrence J hosting that thing.
Yeah,
man, look, they had the Boom on there. They had all the HBCU bands. And man, look, I should have wore some HBCU versus everybody tonight. I ain't got nothing in here. My bag ain't in here, but yeah, y'all know what it is. It's HBCUs versus everybody. That was my favorite part of the inauguration. And it for all of the things that were a part of, or not were, but are a part of our existence. Man, it was like people being able to see like the Fridays on campus, the Saturdays on campus, or right. at Veterans Memorial Stadium, or the road trip that you took from your campus to another campus, and they had their homecoming going on, or it was just a Wednesday and you showed up on somebody's campus and there was a DJ on the patio, and to see like a DJ be highlighted for an inauguration for the highest level in this country's stature. You had a DJ providing the entertainment along with other folks, but the DJ had the highest duty right behind the host,
right.
So for me to see part of my profession and part of my heritage with being a graduate of an HBCU, I was like, man, that shit was out as fuck. Now I sat there, I was like, man, this is absolutely outstanding. Shalom was like, you're gonna have to turn that down. She came to the door. She was like, can you turn that down, please? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put my little headphones on and I'm gonna turn this music all the way up. And I watched the whole entire thing. And then I played Frankie Beverly and Mays, once it cut off. Now we got some folks checking in the comments. Trina B.
Trina Wado.
She said, my favorite part was George finding Michelle number one. Next, it would be Bernie looking like we should have done this on the Zoom. That is so funny. That is so funny. Look, E say, my favorite part was that there was finally a memorial for those that we have lost this year. That's real.
400,000.
Come on. How many?
400,000.
Hey.
And when you start talking about the bullshit that happens, it's like there is no way that any other person in leadership would have been able to allow to leave freely and not bear any burden when you have 400,000 people that lost their lives to a virus that you knew about in January
and try to downplay
and stated that you didn't want mass panic, so you let folks contract it and spread it all around the country, and you know, and it just the hypocrisy in this dual system of oppression and racism is it never amazed me. It continues to do what it do, but it just crazy. Like it finally 400,000. Now we're not talking about how many people we have lost since January 20th. Right. You know, I'm talking about Jackson State just lost a standout alumni with the brother Sekou, analyst with NBA passing from COVID. You know, so it doesn't matter your socioeconomic status. It's just like if we're not putting things in place to, for one, support the people that are trying to stay safe and make other folks that don't want to be safe stay safe. There's, anyway, go ahead. What were we talking about next?
Now, the next thing that we got coming up, and anybody that wants to share their favorite part from the inauguration coming up, you definitely should do that in the comments. And if there are folks that want to join the conversation with us, live here, you can inbox one of us, and then we'll try to get you that link as quickly as we possibly can. I'm checking my my inbox now, and I don't have any inboxes, so that means that nobody wants to talk with us on the podcast tonight. But our next topic is Black business etiquette on both sides of the coin. Now, we ain't talking one-sided. So as a business owner, somebody done dropped one of them wows out there. I see you out there. We're talking about business etiquette as it relates to how you conduct yourself as a business in whatever industry that you might be operating in. How do you conduct yourself as a business owner, and then also as a consumer or customer or client? So, Mac, tell me how you arrived at this particular topic for us to discuss tonight.
So January has been very trying. We've been trying to conduct business, do things. I'm always going to support Black first, and support local. Second, and then if I can't find local, then I'm looking for someone that's might be far, but still going Black business. It's just we just had a conversation about the raggedness of us, and I think we end up talking about it's a scary thing on how we have white suppression that plays into the conversation that we are not competent enough to do certain things, right? That we are inferior race of people. What upsets me so much is when folks do stuff to almost make this seem like, okay, see what I'm talking about? That type of thing. They point their finger. And it just go back to the simplest stuff that frustrate me with us. The simplest shit. It's just like, if I say, hey, Chuck, what time can you come by to do such and such? Oh, man, I'll be there at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. I clear my schedule for 1. You told me what time you was available. 1 o'clock. I'm free. 1 comes. 1:30 comes. Call Chuck. Hey, yeah, man, I'm right around the corner. All right. Said, wait. 2 comes. 2:15. 2:30. 3 o'clock. 3:30. 4 o'clock. 5.
Chuck 6. Ain't nowhere to be found.
Yeah, man, I got held up. You just told me you were around the corner. Man, I had a lot on my plate. You the one gave me this time and this date. Or, worse yet, you don't answer the fucking phone at all. Like we're not doing any business together. Like I'm calling you because we had nothing else to do. We're gonna talk about sports. I know, like, I'm calling you for a reason. It's just like follow up and follow through. So for one, I would, if we talk about solutions and problems, 1, give a time that you know that you can get whatever it is done. 2, something happens, follow up and give that person the courage to say, hey, I can't do it at this time. Or 3, if it's too much on your plate, I can't do it.
Yeah. Now one of the things I can say is to your number one is under promise, over deliver. Under promise, over deliver.
Yep.
And let me be, very clear and very transparent, and all of our business owner and consumers out there. Please chime in the comments. Post your horror stories or your success stories. If you want, to highlight somebody some business owner tonight, let's shout them out. Let's plug them. Let's get them some more business. And as a business owner, I know that there are things that we can improve on, that I can improve on. And one of the things that I've been trying to make sure that we do a better job about, at Black Widow Chaser and I Got It Made, being the production facility for Black Widow Chaser, is putting things in writing. Like, we got an email that go out to folks as soon as they place an order. Hey, this is a print-on-demand facility. We want you to understand that we appreciate your business. But also, we want you to understand that quality takes time. Because for me, if I print something and it look jacked up, the first thing I'm going to do is throw it out. And it'll become one of the things that I donate to the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I donate to the Goodwill. Something where my business can get a tax write-off for the thing that one, I messed up, but that I didn't want to send out to a customer that paid good money for their stuff. Like some of the shirts that I've made for not just Mac, I'm using Mac because he's on screen with me, but Mac got shirts that I'd have made 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And he still is able to wear those shirts. So it's like, you don't want to put nothing but your best out there. This shirt right here, what this is? This 2018. This is a 2018 shirt. Hit it. Y'all hear that? That ink ain't going nowhere. So the thing that I'm saying is, we're talking about on the business side where you want to make sure that you tell your client what you can actually deliver on. But the other side of it is this: as a business owner, you want to make sure that you put out exactly what you mean and mean what you say. And I know that's some old school, stuff. And then as the consumer, also put things into perspective and say, well, sometimes call spade.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is call bullshit. But also temper justice with mercy and say, like, well, if this is habitual offense, then I ain't got no love for you. But if this was like something that said, like, well, this person might not have had everything together today because of something going on in their personal life. And all I'm saying, on both sides of it, is to be human. That's my takeaway from it. But we got to improve. Like, I'm looking at apps on, what we can do to make things more efficient. And if it costs $5-10 a month to do that, then I'm gonna invest that money. Scheduling time is another thing that I use. Calendly. Calendly is, I think that's how it's pronounced. So folks that want to schedule time with me, they can go to my email signature, right? If I send you an email, it's like, I don't know what your schedule is. Just schedule something on my calendar. If I can accept it, I'll accept it. Otherwise, it's gonna push back because there's something already on my calendar. So yeah. We got a lot of comments out there. What you got?
Yeah. What I was going to say is just basic table etiquette. I mean, not table etiquette, basic etiquette and communication, like you're saying. Mean what you say and say what you mean. And the thing we're not even talking about just the interaction with the customer, period. We're talking about something simple. When you setting the time and then you're not delivering. And a lot of us just saying, like, I think Lily just, Trinity was saying transparency. It's just one of the things. You let folks know what is going on. And for all of us, especially for us as Black business owners, entrepreneurs or consultants, whatever you want to fall into the category.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of mentors. So you learned on the fly.
Yeah.
And
we did not have business mentors. We were figuring things out as we went. Yeah.
But it takes a bean counter. Now, I would say, I know I'm always on myself. I'm on Chuck. I'm on Sabir. I'm on all of us, because one thing has not changed since our great grandparents was out and around, we're
Uh-huh.
gonna have to work twice as hard to get half of what they got. And I'm saying what it is when you take up on the mantle to be an entrepreneur, and with the skin that you have to know that some of your worst critics are going to be your people, right? And we know that when you're going into business. So that means you have to always, like you say, under promise and over deliver, and do our best for us. Our time frame, our product is going to have to be. As a society, our standards are low. We are just doing a barely enough to get by. For its time frame, we don't take it serious when somebody say, "Hey, I'm gonna be there at a certain time." We automatically think people are gonna be late, even though when they tell you, and then you be mad when some folks do show up on a certain time. But it's just like when you come to business, it's like I'm not asking you to do this out of the goodness of your heart. This is a business deal. This is a business transaction.
Yeah.
And I don't think we know how serious it is. And I'm on flip side now. I'm talking about it as a business owner.
Yeah.
Because you are the professional. You are the one that are receiving funds and resources from good or services that you're exchanging with the customer. So
Yeah.
we got to make sure we invest in us to make sure that we are able to deliver the best of product or whatever we're doing. Make sure we follow through. Sometimes we got to just say, "Hey, man, my bad, brother. I ran into something. And can I get with you?" Whatever the case may be. But the transparency, I think for me, because my life is on a schedule.
Very much so.
If you tell me 1, I'm ready at 1. I can't wait. And then you show up at 5, like, "Hey," I'm looking at, no, no. I'm like, "No, we can't do nothing, bro."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, "Man, it ain't gonna take," but no, for me, I know from now a couple of my friends, I can say, once we dig our heels in and say no, that's it. We done.
Yeah.
We done. We not going back. And so we just what? Oh, he's shouting out a restaurant. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Those restaurants and all your business shout outs put up on the screen in a moment. But the conversation that we're having, it makes me think about a particular thing that I read earlier today.
Mhm.
And it was from a LinkedIn post that Kawana Daniels Riley, she put on LinkedIn. I'm gonna try to find it and I'll put it on our Nightcap Knowledge page. But
Right.
she was talking about Lakeisha Hallman.
Mhm.
She goes by Dr.
Key
Dr.
something.
Keith, Dr.
Yeah.
Keith Hallman.
Right.
So Keisha Hallman has what I would venture to say is along the same, and I would say it's something that we're on the verge of with Mississippi Move,
Right.
specifically for. So I would say that Key has a couple of things going. One, she's in Atlanta. Two, she's been able to polish herself into something that's definitely a beautiful person, but and I'm saying polish herself into a beautiful business person. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
And I think when you're able to invest that time into yourself and invest that time into developing that idea,
Mhm.
um, then and what she has going on is I think it's called Our Village. And
Mhm.
she had the Village ATL, and that Village ATL has been a springboard for a number of businesses or solopreneurs, as they are described these days in the Atlanta area. And she's got some amazing research that shows what businesses are doing. But the thing that she's doing the best is she's showing these businesses how to improve and how to be better at what they do and how to achieve that level of excellence as business owners, and then take the next cohort or the next group of business owners and show them how to do it. And then you've got this economic ecosystem that has developed. And then if Mac and Chuck need X, Y, and Z, then they know that they can call, the AB company over here. And the AB company is not only servicing Mac and Chuck, they also got 14 other businesses, and then they show another person and say, well, look, my plate is full. I'm going to refer you to my mentee who's also who only has about 10 clients. I'm at 20 clients, and we're building their portfolio. And I think that's the thing that that we got to get to, or that what we should be aiming for is that once we have the client base that we need to sustain and support our lifestyle, then we either bring somebody on as a partner. We're talking cooperative, right?
Right.
Then we continue to push that model and to grow what we already have. And we want to get some of these comments in, but Trina, she says we need to treat black businesses like we do these major companies and corporations. A small black business messes up one time and you're ready to throw it away, blast them on social media, and become almost an advocate to destroy them. I definitely think that we need to be more constructive with our criticism, and I've seen it done a couple ways. I've seen folks in the foodie group on a local level in Jackson say, I'm going to post it in here first, and let's make sure that the business owner has a chance to respond, or they go directly to that business's Facebook or social media account. So Trina, I can understand where you're coming from on that level, and I agree that we need to give the same amount of grace to our brothers and sisters that are business owners, and give them a chance to make it right. So Mac, who we got right there?
That's Lil E.
That's Lil E. Let's see. He said, I know I walked into a store front carry out business, and once the owner at the counter taking my order was smoking a black, I just walked out and it was like, nah, I don't see nothing. I can't believe it right there, bro.
I think another thing that's I've saw that too, and that bothered me with you're the owner and it's your business. You can do what you want to do, right? Again, but here's a comparison. If you are a hamburger joint and you are deeply rooted in Jackson, and so you got other hamburger joints, whether it be Burger King, what else? What's another hamburger place? That's Wendy's, Whataburger, right? Whataburger. They don't shut down early to go to Jack State homecoming game. Why you got a restaurant full of people? I'm talking like folk walking in, yeah, man, we closed because you're trying to get to the game. No advertisement, nothing on social media, no
notice.
No, nothing. You there? You've been waiting to eat, and you get there, and then you talking about
because now I'm from the great state of Alabama, and I look on Saturday, everything shut down in Tuscaloosa.
Right.
But it's known. There was prior notice.
If it's known, but see, that's the thing about it.
Yeah.
But then that's when you find somebody that everybody ain't gonna want to go to the game, or you take turns and say, "Hey, man, I'm going to homecoming. You can go to Cap City Classic," and we switch, right? Yeah. Because guess what? I'm gonna say it like this: when you're working for other folk, you have to put your vacation time in and tell them what day you're going to work.
Yes,
so I don't care what you celebrate. I don't give a damn if your birthday is on Christmas.
Yeah.
If whatever you're doing is open on Christmas, then you're gonna have to put the time in to be off on that day. You just don't automatically get to say no. So sometimes when we say, well, yeah, I'm a business owner, I can do what I want. No. What that means is on Saturday and Sunday,
right,
Chuck, Mac, and Sabir are figuring out what the hell they need to do to make sure shit is ready by Monday. Yeah. That's what you do as a business owner. You're there cleaning up or straightening it up or whatever the case may be. It doesn't mean go and come as you please, half-ass do stuff because I'm the business owner. You know what I'm saying? And that's a difference when we start talking about the accountability for us, because folks are coming to spend the money with you.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this. I think Jay was saying that your feelings are hurt sometimes. from a black business, because you expect more out of them, because one of the reasons some of us started our business because of how we were treated at other businesses. So you expect some empathy to understand, like, man, they're gonna give a good service, they're gonna give you a good product, not no BS, and then you get BS first.
Yeah.
We try to support one restaurant. I think I went in that place 3 times in the same store. Oh, we didn't put your order in. The person that took your order left. First of all, who's the person that took my order? If they work there, you don't know this motherfucking name. You just a random person just walked in and just started typing and shit. You don't know who this is. That's lie one. I knew you were lying in when you couldn't tell me who took the order. 2, how many times is he gonna do this before you say something to him? But so you feeding me bullshit instead of just saying, man, my bad. We got tied up. I heard the order. I didn't write it down. I got you. I can deal with that better.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where you definitely have to own up to your shit. So in terms of that, we want to give a shout out to a business that has been doing their thing and at a high level. This is coming from Eric Triplett. He wants to say shout out to my boy Dwayne Evans at Dwayne Delicious Eats at Lynch Street and Ellis. His food and customer service are fire. He dropped the flame emojis in the comments. So we're gonna give a plug to Dwayne Delicious Eats at Lynch Street and Ellis Avenue. The food and the customer service are fire. So appreciate E for putting that in the comments out there, man. Look, Trina, this definitely made me laugh right here. Trina said Jacktown, they shut down early because they going to the club. I didn't even know that was people's. I mean, you usually want to get
oh hell, she said story time. See what you did?
You want to get that club that after
No, see, here's the thing about other cultures, right? Asian and Hispanic culture. Christmas, they wide open. Thanksgiving, wide open, right? So you think about, you're there and open a business to say, I'm trying to make money, sustain family, take care of whatever I need to take care of. Not to stand up and post, say, I own a business, or I'm a CEO. Why did you get into the game? You got in the game to make money, to build a legacy for your family. You didn't get in there to stand back and say, hey, I'm in charge. I think we always talked about this, Chuck, with events. Don't nobody take any pictures of us there at 5 o'clock setting up the room and moving shit and heavy ass speakers and listen to Mike Swift grunt as he moved these big ass speakers. Don't nobody hear none of that shit. Ain't nobody there at 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning when we try to break all this shit down and clean up.
First one there, last one to leave.
But it's like, oh man, I want to do what y'all doing. No, you don't.
No, you don't. No. And it cuts both ways. It cuts both ways on the side of what we do in terms of providing entertainment for folks, providing an environment for people to enjoy themselves. But even with community events, we put that same energy into what we do with the community events. Like, you got to be there first. You got to be the person that's recruiting people to assist you in the endeavors that would hopefully provide some sort of impact or support to the people that you're working with or working for. Because at the end of the day, on the nonprofit side, we should be trying to work ourselves out of a job.
Correct.
We should be. But that ain't the case in everybody's situation. And it is what it is, man. All business owners are not going to be good business owners, but all customers ain't going to be the best customer, because I know some folk out there that they can never be satisfied. But I really want to get to this story that Trina B.
One of Trina B stories. Here we go.
Look, here we go. The amazing Trina B story time. Story time is here, ladies and gentlemen. Once called a business and tried to do a to-go order on my way to work at the club. So the club that she's probably referring to is anywhere that the Cujo Nasty Show was performing. And the Cujo Nasty Show, shout out to Silas, Marcus, and Jonas. So now, and he said he was closing her. This is that said business. When he realized who I was, he asked, could I put him a section up because he was shutting down to go get dressed. Now, you done already told it later that you were closing down early, or you know, she trying to place an order. He closing early, but then you want her to save you a section.
Yep, right by the trash can.
The bathroom and the trash can.
It's some bullshit. That's and it's stuff like that. And again, I always talk about the expectation of folks that take on certain titles. And so if you're gonna do it, go ahead and do it. Don't play with it. You know, even what Chuck say, everybody want to be a DJ until you understand all the stuff that you have to do. Everybody want to be a bartender when it looks like you pouring drinks. One thing folks don't think about bartending, you have to clean.
Yeah.
Before and after. You know, it's a part of bartending, sanitizing your area. And so, you know, but business, I would say for business owners, and we talk about solution oriented. One, stick to what you say, right? For one, nobody made you open a business. You opened a business because it was your dream or a calling. So for two, make sure you talk to people as if you appreciate them coming to support your business. You ain't got to kiss their ass, but also just do simple stuff and say, good morning, how you doing? Greetings, speak to them, whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Three, whatever time you say you're going to do whatever it is, whether it be consulting or brick and mortar, whatever you're doing, you do it. If you don't, then you follow up and let them know. Follow up is one of the major issues with Black businesses. Yeah, man, I'm going to get back with you. And that's it. And then you have to call and remind them to get back with them. All of us have fell victim to it. What Chuck and I are saying is this January. This shit ends in January. February, move forward.
Yeah.
Let's be a better us moving forward for us how we conduct ourselves with business.
Better be.
Don't take on more demand than you can handle. Don't do that. We've been doing that for years for us. Say, hey man, I can't handle this. Pass it to a friend. We didn't have the type of network you were talking about, like he got, but that's something we have done just without even just having an organization like that. But don't take it on.
We tried to build it, and that's
we did. We did. Y'all did it with the DJs. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Take a drink on that one. All right, keep going. Yeah. So, and Trina be tearing it up.
Well, look, I'll say this. I'll say this. With the DJs, we attempted to make a local union or cooperative of sorts, and I think that it's kind of like Sweet 106.
Mm-hmm.
It was before its time. Think about it. Sweet 106 would have been founded, let's say 5 years ago, instead of, what was that, about 10, 12?
Yeah, it was early on, like 09, 2010, something like that.
So for those of us out there that know what Sweet 106 was a lounge, a speakeasy of sorts. You almost had to like know about it to know about it, or somebody that knows about it to know about it. There was, advertising that was done to a particular audience, and there was a particular audience that we were going for on particular nights. And so with the DJ thing and Sweet 106, I think they were both before their time.
Right.
And I guess that's kind of how we were operating. Some of the things that we were doing as a collective in terms of
we as a people we were not ready and understanding
as a city,
because I remember when folks talk about doing non-traditional stuff, and we done the first phone party. I don't know why in the hell the first phone party was at Seven Studio in the wood. You remember at 7 in the goddamn wood floor with water and soap. That was a terrible idea, but we did it. But
it was out.
but the thing is understanding to dare do something different. And I think one thing is it might sound good, but we need to make sure that we have an audience. What's it say? Mike Townsend Comedy Club. I've seen this man take tickets, fix drinks, take food orders, and host in the same night. Listen, we had our Sigma event.
Somebody got
and shit. And who was it? I'm trying to remember what year it was. But either way, it was Stacks. Stacks was back there bartending his ass off. And everybody was just talking about, yeah, who's the owner and this, that, and the third. He ain't said shit, but what you need? He making drinks. He was where his biggest crowd was.
Yeah.
And at that time it was us. And he was making drinks and serving because that's what you're supposed to do, because you take pride. This is yours. You mean you represent it like it's yours. You make sure customers are taken care of. You make sure things are done correctly. That's when you take, that's the type of ownership you take. You don't take ownership by showing up and say, yeah, I own part of this. And I've seen that so many times in our area. Listen, silent investors. Listen to the key word in that phrase. Silent. Don't stand up and tell everybody you know that you are part owner in it. Silent is the key word in that silent investor.
Now you want to ruffle some feathers?
Oh.
You want to ruffle some feathers?
Go ahead, Chuck.
So I know that Trina knows this. What business do you know of, wherever you might live, that may have been sabotaged by the vocalness or the and I don't even know if this is a real word, the audibility, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
of supposedly silent investors, or people that should have been silent and let the real operators, because you could be a business investor and not an owner, but you have people that will operate said business, to the best of their abilities.
Right.
God, hey, look, that business model had all of the recipe. I'm talking about every ingredient of the recipe to be successful.
That man, and I never, it was a clear example. Everybody loved this brother. He was a hosting manager at another spot for years. And he said, man, I'm starting my own spot. I'm leaving here.
Oh my goodness.
Found investors.
Got everybody.
His brainchild had a plan to incorporate Jackson State students, keep them working. It was definitely a great idea. He was the managing partner. And the issue was everybody thought it was his. And back up. Before, you had folks that were making comments like, I'm not going to invest. I'm not going to help him pay for that car. These supposed to be folks on your same social level. But, it was just, the niggerism is a word that I use because I've seen it infiltrate so many different levels of thinking and how we do business. But we have something good, but then everybody wants to be recognized or know that, have their name on it. Prime example, I tell you one interview with Rick Ross. Rick Ross said he invested in his first Wingstop simply because he want to pull up with a hot chick in the car and a Ferrari and say, yeah, let me get a 12-piece lemon pepper. Yeah, this mine, I own this. He said that was his reason for investing and buying his first Wingstop. That's why, just to say he owned it and to own a brick and mortar, something like that.
Yeah.
But let's switch gears right quick while our time frame as a customer for a black business. Black business do not mean cheap.
Pay.
So if the shit costs $25 over there, it costs $25. At least expect to pay somewhere between $24 and $26 right here. Don't expect that same quality of shirt you pay $25 over there. You think you were gonna come here and get it for $10?
I got it made. It's
now,
not. I got it made. It's not TJ Maxx.
It's folks that we done went to school with in our own organizations. Before they start with the conversation, the first thing man, I know you're gonna throw me a deal, throw me a lick, or hook me up, or give me a discount. That's the first thing that come out your mouth. That don't mean shit. I'm gonna support Chuck business because I know where the money going. I know his children. I know his wife, right? So I know I'm gonna support him because he know my money doesn't come easy. So I'm gonna give it to him. He's gonna make sure he give me a good product. That's how business. When you're doing business with folks that you know are black-owned business, that's what you expect.
Come
Right?
on. Come on.
I'm gonna do my best to give you the best product, and I'm going to give
That's a
you
soft t-shirt right there. That's a
without,
soft t-shirt. Right there.
I'm
Just
gonna
like,
give my money without expecting you to move heaven and earth.
come on.
That's what we have to stop doing. Be thinking that because you are a black business that you are cheap. We are undercutting our own brothers and sisters. Don't go in there acting a goddamn fool and doing anything in the black business that you wouldn't do in any other business, whether it be white, Hispanic, or Asian. If you know you can't smoke in their business, don't try to smoke in that business. It's common damn sense, but common sense ain't so common, and the damn show don't have common practice.
Yeah, man.
Don't do that. But we do that to each other because, man, come on, man, don't show up drunk to something you know you're not supposed to be drunk for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't. But that type of stuff, it's something that it's how we view each other. And I think it's my prices are not too expensive. You can't afford my services right now, and that's okay. And that's the thing about it. I've seen people say, man, that heat too high. I saw this little graph they had on Facebook. They had a white man. He had the same thing. They said, oh, okay, Asian guy. I think they had somebody else was in there. And that was a hot dog or something like that. Everybody paid it until you got to the black man. Hey, man, it's too high. You pay for everybody else. You'll pay the same price for everybody else quality. Now, don't give me no butch. Like I said, don't come in there trying to come up with all these stories. You ain't got enough money. It's $25, man. I ain't got but 23. This is not the bartering. This is not what we're doing. We're not negotiating on this price. You either can afford it or not. Chuck and I came up with a thing years ago. We don't negotiate with people about their prices. We don't do that.
Yeah.
We either can afford it or we can't. That's it.
Look, you tell me your price and I'm gonna tip you.
If I can't afford it, all right, man. Well, I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, man, you can't do nothing, man. You show you can't, man. You can't help me out, man. You don't need it.
No.
Or you don't need it right now. Or you need to go find a friend, build your credit, get a loan. I don't know what the hell you need to do, but you need to figure out something else because
now if you running a discount store and you got your little discount and you like what it is, Hudson Treasure Hunt, Big Lot,
right,
et cetera, you're gonna have it posted up there. The red tag means 50% off. The green tag means 70% off. The black tag means 80% off. The yellow tag is 95. Like whatever.
Yeah.
And we know that we have the opportunity to get these prices at a discount. Now, for me, with I Got It Made, and even with Black Men on Chaser, we run opportunities through the spin to win. These 20% off promotions. Post this on Instagram and get a 15% off coupon. Just got to send us evidence. There are different things that you can do to earn a discount. So become an ambassador for that a cheerleader. Become a cheerleader for that business to say, well, you know what? It's certain people like that when they go to the website, they already got a code. They ain't waiting on nothing. They can go to the website and they're gonna be like, look, I'm just gonna type my little personal code in because I plug I Got It Made. I plug Black with No Chaser. And because I do that, they hook me up. But I provide more value than what this discount that I'm getting. But I appreciate the discount because I want to see them win. They gonna help me out because I've shown how valuable I am as a customer, as a cheerleader, as an advocate.
Yeah. I think it's basically it's almost like a quid pro quo that I'm going to help you out. I'm going to do this, and in exchange you get different incentives.
Promises, man. Don't make me no empty promises. You ain't got no 1,000 people that listen to what you got to say. on social media. I mean, I'm gonna shout you out on Facebook. Don't nobody give a damn what you got to say. You be on that cussing with your baby mama. Like, hey man, forget that. Your post on Facebook ain't finna get me 10 sales. So the thing is, you're gonna have to show me, like, hey, the same way you want my product to show you want to wear something that you can be 4 years old and it's still got it's on the touch and the design still got that to it. So you got to show me, man. So what Trina say?
Oh, you must don't know who I am.
Apparently I don't.
Oh man, I got to tell this story. This shit was so funny. This was
and we already got this. We already over an hour.
I never forget it. We was at the Marriott and this person who ran for public office showed up trying to get into one of Larry and Jelani parties and expected to get in free. And his thing said, "You must know who I am. I'm a politician." And it was like, "You a politician? You ain't no goddamn politician. You don't hold a public office. If you did, I've seen several folks that hold high key positions in public office come out their pocket. They want to get into something. Your relationship with folk would be the reason that you get in and out of something.
Right.
But you telling me who you are? You a politician? That don't mean shit.
Man, look.
But you wanted to get in free and not spend no money? Listen, it's like what Trey was just saying, you must not know who I am. If you have to tell me who you are, that means you're not doing a damn good job of folks knowing who you are.
And bro, we would go a lot of places back in the day, and before they even say y'all good, the hand
in the pocket.
Our hand was in the pocket.
You're in the pocket.
Cause look, we don't want nobody coming up to the door trying to say, hey man, you got me. Like now if you tell me that I'm good, then that's
a different thing. And go back to the business side of it. If you tell me, hey man, you and Mac ain't got nothing to worry about, man. I got y'all, man. Just tell them at the front door. All right. We get here and then they looking at you like you crazy because somebody else just came with it and said the same shit. I'm like, yeah, name Mac. Are we gonna have anything? Yeah, such told me to tell you. Well, how many folks done came there and said that? But you actually told us that. So that goes back to the business side of doing what you say you're gonna do. Because what you say?
Trina said they can come to the door and say it. I'm still not letting you in.
We know Trina. We know Trina's not gonna let you in, but we want folks to take for one as a customer, give the same courtesy and respect you would want if you was on the other side of the counter. Don't come in harassing and belittling or making comment. I've seen people do that too. Just because you see somebody working in a service capacity, don't make them a servant. You don't know who they are and what they do. And we like to talk to people in a condescending tone or talk down to them when we see them in a lower capacity. Well, you don't know this person own the whole business or whatever the case may be. So talk to folks like you got some damn sense. When you walk in a restaurant, speak to them and the person that work in the restaurant. If you the front line of defense, speak to folks.
Yeah.
That's a correct. You should be offended. If you are McDonald's, Wendy's, KFC, if you are any other restaurant besides Chick-fil-A, you should be offended. Because why in the hell is everybody bragging about their customer service? What are you not doing? You should be offended. That means you don't give a damn. You know why? Because people still going by your food.
Hey man, I got to get that Plies laugh on my on my little drops right here, man.
Oh yeah.
This right here, that ain't gonna get it. I need that Plies laugh. That dude right there tickled me, man. That dude.
No, you need the Eddie Murphy laugh.
No. I need the Plies. The Plies gonna hit harder, man. The Plies gonna hit harder.
Yeah.
But look, at the end of the day, all we trying to do is, man, we trying to make sure that our business owners are being developed in a manner, are being continuously challenged to be their best.
Right.
Our customers, we want to make sure that we're providing the highest level of service possible to them, the highest level of product that we can potentially or possibly provide to to those folks, because at the end of the day, man, you know, everybody's just really trying to get to where the money reside. That's really what it's all about. That's all it's about, man. We trying to get to where the money reside, bruh.
I wasn't ready. I was not ready.
10 toes down, dog. We trying to get to where the money reside.
I was not ready for that video. I would not.
We appreciate everybody for tuning in with us tonight. This has been Nightcap Knowledge. I am DJ George Chuck. That's Mr. Mac. We trying to get to where the money reside, baby.
Oh shit, man.
We ain't playing with you.
Support a black business. Support a black business tomorrow. It's ARC Wednesday. Do something random. Act of random kindness for someone. Support a black business and do something nice.
Hey, y'all can make it real easy, right? You know, you can go ahead and go to I got it made.us or blackwindowchaser.com and you can get you a couple t-shirts, man. You know, that guy got us is going real nice right now. I got a whole little promo I've been thinking about since I saw a particular post on social media with a very specific color. But yeah, we gonna do a whole collection off of that one color, and I got this clip that I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be real nice. But it's gonna be real cool, man.
Oh yeah, for the month of February, we are highlighting Black women making Black history. So for every guest for the month of February will be a sister out there doing some great work in our area. Maybe not even just in this area, but in the country, period. So tune in, share, spread it. We definitely got to continue to create a foundation that we need to build our mansion and our houses. Chuck is 7-1 out virtually. He got it. Stay tuned. We're going to do a virtual party. We got a
Zoom. You get it? Like a Zoom. You don't get it? Zoom.
I wish I had this button on my end where I can click this shit.
Hey, you know who do have a button? Oh, I got the button. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm DJ George Chuck. That's Mr. Mac. He ain't in here. He's mad right now. But I appreciate y'all for everything you do for us. Every comment, every click. Mac, I brought you back, man. Don't beat me up, man. Don't beat me up. But really, we do appreciate y'all. Mac, you got anything else?
All I say, man, is have fun, be safe, and wear your mask.
We'll see y'all back here next Tuesday. Black with No Chaser, Nightcap Knowledge, Mississippi Move, Mr. Mac, DJ George Chuck. We out.
Black with No Chaser. DJ George Chuck.
Hey yo, start your motherfucker off track.
Clothing, cups, and so much more. I got it made. I got it made.us.